the powerlifting and weightlifting community, we should all just support each other. Am I right?
I have been following Meg for so long on YouTube. I honestly do really love her content. It helped me get into strength sports myself. I was really inspired by her on YouTube when I first started watching her channel, and that was before I started my own personal CrossFit journey. I thought it was cool that someone could be strong and healthy and fit and not care about getting skinny anymore and just want to be really strong. And so that's why, one of the reasons I'm so shocked about this. So Meg posted this video on her Instagram. There are a number of reasons why this is problematic. It says 0 pull-ups completed, 0 muscles built, and 7 years of CrossFit. I feel like this is honestly just encouraging the online hate that we already get for just doing our sport and just posting imagery of us doing our sport on the internet. I get so many comments from people telling me that I'm stupid, that I should do a different sport, that I'm gonna injure myself. Literally people telling me that I'm gonna end up disabled because I do CrossFit and kipping pull-ups. I have the strength and mobility to do them. I know exactly how to do them. I have the correct form. I have coaches teaching me what to do. No other sport gets this, really. Like, do you see people hating on the Fosbury flop, which is how you high jump? No. You don't get this in regular gymnastics when they're doing the pommel horse. You don't get it when they're doing like a scrum in rugby, which is really not a functional movement. It seems to only be with CrossFit. I feel like MEGSQUATS is encouraging these online trolls and this online hate that we get, and allowing more people to think it's okay to say, oh, you're not doing any pull-ups, there are no muscles being built there. It's factually incorrect, but also surely anybody doing any sort of movement, as long as they enjoy it and it's safe, is totally fine. We should be encouraging people getting into fitness, not shaming them and discouraging them. I believe that it is spreading misinformation because personally, when I was able to do my largest set of pull-ups, I had the biggest lats I've ever had. And undoubtedly I gained strength from doing the kipping movements, because it is like a lat pull down, like a straight arm lat pull down movement with a little bit of momentum, and you're not going to not build any strength doing that. You'll build less strength than you would if you were doing it strict, but you don't not build any strength. And then you only have to look at Carrie Pierce, who is incredible at gymnastics, and she's got huge lats. So 0 muscles built, that's rubbish. As for 0 pull-ups completed, clearly in our sport we do count it as a pull-up. We could say in powerlifting that's not a bench because your back is really arched and that's super dangerous, so I'm not going to count it, but that would be stupid because it's a powerlifting based movement. So Meg actually has a history with CrossFit. She started her weightlifting journey through CrossFit, and she talks about this in several articles. In fact, across the years she said a lot of nice things about CrossFit, which is why I was so shocked about this. She started CrossFit and she did it for a little bit and then stopped doing it, and when she came back she realised she liked the weightlifting and the powerlifting kind of thing a bit more, which I can totally relate to. That's why she went into powerlifting and more strength-based sports. So it sounds like she didn't do CrossFit for very long. It was her gateway into doing strength sports. In a video that I found from 5 years ago where she goes to the Crossfit Games, she actively recommends CrossFit, and she also says that you should go to the Crossfit Games because it's a really cool spectacle.
I recommend coming here just at least once in your life to see the spectacle that is CrossFit. This has to be the biggest event for strength athletes in the world.
She clearly isn't telling any of the Games athletes there that what they're doing is not building any muscles or not a real pull-up. That would be really silly because it's clearly a legitimate sport. She also says that powerlifters and weightlifters should all support each other.
The powerlifting and weightlifting community, we should all just support each other. Am I right?
Which I totally believe. I think that we should all support each other in strength sports, in powerlifting, strongman, weightlifting.
I just wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school.
I think we should all be encouraging to anybody that wants to get into some form of fitness, and especially weightlifting, especially when it's hard for women as it is to get into a sport that involves an element of weightlifting. So I totally agreed with her in that video. When I watched that, it was really nice for me to hear her supporting CrossFit back in the day when I just started. started, which is another reason why I was so shocked to see this video come up on her Instagram feed. There is one thing about posting kipping pull-ups on the internet. These videos get a lot of traction because you get the people that are hating it, and if you spread a little bit of hate about CrossFit, you get a lot of people encouraging you, and I think this is the reason behind why she posted that reel. I feel like she's probably just trying to get a lot of eyeballs on her Instagram, and she knew making a little dig at CrossFit would get her a load of likes. I'm not sure if I genuinely believe that she thinks this, and yes, she did say she's joking, but jokes can still be harmful and they can still be discouraging to a lot of people that maybe thought CrossFit was interesting and they wanted to give it a go, and then they saw someone like Meg create a video like this. It could actually put somebody off trying CrossFit, which sucks. At the end of the day, if you don't like kipping pull-ups, you don't have to do kipping pull-ups. Whether it's safe or not is completely down to the athlete. If you don't have the strength or the mobility to do them, then you should not be doing them, and if you do end up injuring yourself, it's usually something to do with you, unless you haven't had the proper coaching. But all CrossFit gyms have the proper coaching. It is down to the athlete. I just couldn't see myself taking the piss out of somebody sumo deadlifting and putting it on my Instagram to get a load of likes. That would not feel good to me. I don't feel like we should be discouraging people from doing a sport just because you don't like the movement. I do feel a little bit like this is playing to the trolls and the things that get likes because everybody loves to hate CrossFit. But actually, in doing that, you could really encourage people to troll people like me and other people in the CrossFit space that are just trying to live their life and do the sport that they do. It's not hurting anybody. We're just trying to have fun, yet we just get all of this hate, and I would love that to stop, because the last thing I want is someone to come into CrossFit, get really proud of their first kipping pull-up, post it online, and then them to get trolled. Meg has a responsibility with the size of her platform to not spread this misinformation and make a joke to get a load of likes. I was disappointed when I saw it. Let me know what you think. If you think it was just a harmless joke, that's totally your opinion. I would love to hear your point of view in the comments below. If you're a beginner CrossFitter and you want to start doing pull-ups, I definitely recommend you start with strict pull-ups, and I have a video right here to teach you how to get your first strict pull-up. Strict before kipping, always. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.